I'm out here this fine sunny morning because our community needs to know how diverse we are, how much support there is, and people shouldn't be alone or families shouldn't be ripped apart.
I came out today because my grandmother was an illegal immigrant until the day she died, and people need to know that we're out here and we support them, and that Kern County is welcoming to everyone.
Up with liberation, down, down with deportation.
I'm appalled, basically, at the basic human treatment of our fellow humans. Doesn't matter where they come from. We should open up our borders and allow them in, and treat them with the respect that they all deserve.
We're marching down Truxton. If the red light appears, you must be a pedestrian. Press the button.
The people united will never be divided.
The people united will never be divided.
Will never be divided. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. When families are under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back.
Love, not hate, makes America great.
Up, up with liberation. Down, down with deportation. Up, up with liberation. Down, down with deportation. Up, up with liberation. Down, down with deportation. Escucha, escucha, estamos en la lucha. People united will never be divided. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
We are here today as part of a national day of action to give voice to the children and the parents who have been ripped apart by cruel and inhumane immigration policies. And we know that families are being torn apart not only at the border, but also right here in Kern County. We know that at our southern border, 2,400 children, some as young as 3 months old, have been ruthlessly taken from their parents, held in cages, and used as bargaining chips for their asylum-seeking parents to self-deport. This is cruel, inhumane, and goes against our American values. Our message is clear. Families belong together.
Say it loud, say it clear, immigrants are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear, immigrants are welcome here.
This is not a political issue, it's a moral one.
That's right.
Today we are all here to show this administration that we will not remain silent while children are jailed and used as political pawns. This is a test of our nation's character.
That's right.
We can't stop now. We have to show them that we have a voice. Vote, 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 vote. Our protests are working, and a judge in San Diego has ordered the government to reunite families within 30 days. However, we have much more work to do. We need to educate the public that these people are not criminals. They are refugees escaping terror and death caused by U.S. interventions and destruction in their land. They should be protected by our refugee laws. It is not a crime to cross the border because no one is hurt. it is a civil offense. Dolores participated in a 24-hour fast, which is a rolling fast for 24 days to represent the 2,400 children currently separated from their parents. Here in Kern, we have signed up over 24 fasters who are showing solidarity and support through the ultimate sacrifice. We honor you and we thank you.
A little bit about me is that I'm currently pursuing higher education because I have first-handedly experienced what back-breaking labor really is. Most of all, I'm proud to say I'm a farm worker and have been for the past 5 years. I've worked alongside family members and friends during breaks, summers, and even on weekends, and I can say I hate the fact that I've experienced the fear La Migra would show up to my doorstep to take my mom away back to a country where she is in danger for her personal safety. The immigrant farm workers who feed all of us should not have to live in fear of being separated from their families. We demand justice and for ICE to be held accountable. Si se puede!
As a veteran teacher, I have seen how parents play a vital role in their children's success in life. I have seen the smiles on children's faces when their parents beam with pride after a musical performance. I have also seen how much more difficult it is for those who come from broken homes to succeed. Taking children away from their parents should be unheard of in today's society, and yet we now have a federal administration that has no problem doing just that. Sadly, my story is even more tragic. It involves the permanent loss of parents with their children left behind. Mine is the story of 6 children who lost their parents forever due to an unnecessary and aggressive ICE car chase. I have seen the pain in these children's eyes firsthand, as the 2 youngest of this family are my current elementary band students. If you as American citizens want to see these youth who are currently being held in tents at the border, some of whom could possibly become the future leaders of our nation, grow to their full potential, then we need to do whatever is necessary to help them reunite them with their parents.
My family came to the United States and left everything behind because we were escaping violence. My mom worked endless jobs in the fields to give my brothers and I a chance at the American dream. My mom's hard, back-breaking labor gave my brothers and I an opportunity of a lifetime. In 2005, my father was deported to the land where he fled to protect his family and himself. Months after that, my father returned to Mexico and he was murdered. Due to my documentation status, I was not able to see my dad for the last time. All I have of him is the memories. My mother took the unexpected role of being both a mother and a father to 3 children. My mother always expressed the importance of education to my brothers and I. I am proud to say that my mother's hard work has paid off. This administration has really lost its humanity. This zero tolerance policy, which is enacted as a tactic to really deter family from really seeking refuge at our borders. Families, stories that you've heard prior to me, are fleeing their country not because they want to come on vacation or steal our jobs or live off of us, but families who are escaping their countries because of U.S. interventions. I'm not going to stand here and give you a history lesson, but we really have to have conversations, honest and genuine conversation of what's going on. It's not immigrants versus us. We are humankind and we're here to support and stand together.
Who has the power?
We have power!
What kind of power?
Voting power!
We watched in horror as children were ripped away from their parents' arms just to be sent off to somewhere. Who knows? I know I cried. I heard the echoes of my daughter's cries when I heard the leaked audio of those children crying for their moms and their dads. It broke my heart. We as a nation cannot purport to say never again with regard to the Holocaust as we build concentration camps for children. We cannot say never again as entire populations are dehumanized and demonized, as our Jewish brothers and sisters once were. This is not the country we will shape. No, we're going to fight for the rights of our brothers and sisters in humanity. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Are we going to hold our politicians accountable? Are we going to make sure they feel the heat? I volunteered after Hurricane Katrina, so I can see. I can see what happens when families are separated. I can see when they're put together and they cannot, with the only belongings that they have on their back. I have been there. I'm going to stand for the rights of immigrant workers as the California Nurses Association member. Love, not hate. We want to make sure that the laws are adhered to. We don't make new laws, right? We want to make sure people have due process. When I take a patient to the operating room, I don't ask them their immigration status because we believe healthcare is a human right.
We have to do more, and this is your call to action. Are you willing to answer the call? I can't hear you. Do you pledge to call your congressman and tell him to support humane immigration policies? Do you pledge to call your state representative and support sanctuary? And this is most important of all. You're going to stand here today in front of everybody watching you and you're going to pledge to vote.